League on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Colts and the Chargers on Monday Night Prime Time.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 79 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
On 2nd and 9. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game. And Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Chargers at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. From the 29, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On the give, this is Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Eckler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, man coverage on the outside. Now, what's going on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and going. It's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. What a short pass. This is Everett, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want
do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Here's Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
down. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers getting set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here is Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herbert, a little short pass. This is Everett, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And just a short gain that time. 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
L.A. readies for its next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second and 12, Herbert, a little short pass. This is Everett, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A little short pass. This is Everett. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 44, Herbert, little short pass. This is Everett. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The ball on the 8. Still can get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So they say no to the field goal tried late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Cordero Patterson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers in that game played yesterday. Taylor Heineke, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Zach Wilson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be. The defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining.
offense, points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Herbert, a little short pass. This is Everett. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he'll find Taylor. That's complete. It's a room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well on the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On the handoff, Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. They started on the ground with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. 2nd down and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 40 now on second down. Herbert, a little short pass. This is Everett on the move past the 40. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here, 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Play number 9 on the drive coming up. And they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Ryan. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on second down. Ryan.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Ryan's pass intercepted by the Chargers.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
The 6 yards on the pickup. Leads him to 1st and goal.
Defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. After the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Charger offense making their way back out there. This game was really a tussle. Seemed like just a moment ago. Couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Let's watch it and find out who's right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Herbert on 3rd down now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert now. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
Now it's Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Here's Ryan to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Ryan on 1st down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Just keeping the play alive. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for the Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown. Cut into that deficit. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here is Eckler, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week